Some families are starting to feel the pain pretty quickly, and this is the issue, isn't it? People that took out big loans, variable loans in that small window during COVID and high house prices, they could start to feel stressed pretty quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when they got their loan, they may have very well been able to afford it. But what we've done also during this period is that we've probably loaded up on other personal debt too. I mean, think about it. We probably bought that second car or maybe a caravan. Our hours may have gone down or whatever the case may be. Or maybe we've racked up debt on credit cards. So our situation is very different when you hike up interest rates this aggressively. Whether you've got that buffer or whether you don't. The fact is you now need to rejig your household finances and come up with this extra $650 odd per month that would need to service a $500,000 mortgage. So it's going to affect basically everyone. Even if you can, as you point out, have that buffer, it still means a rejig of the household finance.
Yeah, and that's, I suppose, depends on who's locked in permanent spending, and maybe that equates to sending a kid to a private school or buying a new car with payments each month, and whose spending is temporary that can be wound back again. So the number of people we're talking about is a bit hard to pin down. 500,000 homes or properties are bought each year, give or take. And I suppose if someone is a bit worried and bought an investment property there and wants to offload it, there's still a window. House prices haven't dropped dramatically, but the actual reality of selling in this market will mean they'll take a hit once you add in, stamp duty and those sorts of things as well. So I guess for people wanting to offload, is it almost too late?
Well, it's interesting you say that. Even AMP Financial Wellness Report came out this morning, and that's exactly what a lot of households are doing, reassessing their assets, selling some and changing them to move forward. The thing is, right now, what we'll probably see moving forward is probably a few more people going into financial hardship. And it may be a case where that they may pay interest only, they may extend the term. There are quite a few options available to both homeowners and investors to get them through this period. I mean, we've got to understand that we have probably, hopefully, seen the most of aggressive hikes already happen now. It's a case where the RBA really does have to take a seat back, wait and see, have a look at the data that comes through, and then maybe we might see a bit more of a softening approach. Either which way, quite a few economists are saying that the turnaround could happen as early as 2023. So for households, the questions that they need to ask is, can I get through this situation? And when you look at the inflationary pressure, it's mostly coming on non-discretionary items, and they're things you can't avoid. You need food on the table. You need to, the energy to turn on lights, switch on lights. You need, your home or rent. Now, the only option there for consumers is that they really do need to look at those regular household expenses and see, can they do better? I mean, Canstar's done some analysis whereby even the average bill, what you're paying, if you can find the cheapest or best value, that could be a possible $800 worth of savings per month on the most common household bills, and then households can redirect that to their mortgage. It's that shifting that needs to happen now.
The so-called lazy tax. So whatever it might be, your phone bill, where you shop, what day you shop, I know can make a difference as well. A lot of prices still, you can pick up half price. Hey, just finally as well, I know a colleague said to me, I should have fixed my home loan. Am I too late? The answer appears to be basically yes right now, is it?
Well, it's an interesting point because some fixed rates did go down. We saw the Commonwealth Bank reduce its 4-year fixed rate to a very competitive rate. I think the question when you lock in, and I'm mindful that quite a few people now, we're going to see a whole lot of loans rolling off fixed rates between now right till but probably mid next year, and they're going to be slapped virtually with double or triple interest rate hikes. But some of them, depending on the timing, are about to roll off and find not much of a difference. I think when you're locking in, the question is, why are you locking in? And the reason why most people lock in is for that, I can sleep well at night. You're paying for basic certainty. And in some cases, you've got to work this out. What is the fixed rate? How much of a premium am I paying? And if you are, then will variable rates increase to offset that premium? It's not a game that I'd like to guess. You do it for certainty.
Yeah. And certainly those ultra low bargains are gone. All right, we'll have to leave it there. Effie, great to get your thoughts.